Yeah, what's up? Oh, great. You just put a new song on your audio blog. Just, uh, I'm in the middle of this chapter, so... Hmm? What now? Ah, oh, fine. Dear Tim and Moby, I'm really confused about what a copyright is and how it's used. Can you explain it? From Carolyn. Well, I can give you the basics, sure. Copyrights are legal protections given to authors of creative works. That's any kind of original work, like a piece of writing, a painting, or other intellectual or artistic creation. Your new song, hey, what is it called again? Right, Robots World Domination is an example of a copyrighted work. That means Moby, as the creator of a song, has certain rights that can be enforced by a court of law. First off, only you have the rights to make copies of your song and to distribute them. But you can give other people permission to do that too. You also have the right to perform your work publicly, and in some cases you may have the right to control whether others can do the same. And you have the right to make derivative works. That means adaptations of your work, like a music video of your song. Lastly, you have the right to display your work publicly. So if you made a music video for Robots World Domination, you could show it on TV or the Internet. In general, no one else can legally use, copy, or display any of these things without the creator's permission, whether it's a song, a choreographed dance, a computer program, or a blueprint for a new building. That's right, copyright was established to motivate people to be creative. In Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution, there's a clause that says, "The Congress shall have power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries." Well, no, not everything is protected by copyright. For instance, you can't copyright ideas, concepts, or procedures. Copyright only protects the tangible expression of ideas. Okay, let's say you have an idea for a book about how one day robots will rule the world. If you sit down and write the book, a form of tangible expression, your work would be copyrighted. But the idea for a book about how one day robots will dominate the world cannot be copyrighted. Anyone can take the general idea, robots will soon dominate the world, and write her own book or play or song or whatever. Well, if someone illegally reproduces or uses a copyrighted work without the copyright holder's permission, it's called infringement. And if you infringe on someone else's copyright, you could be sued. That means you'd be taken to court, and a judge can order you to pay money to the copyright holder. It's a really complicated and expensive process, so you probably want to stay away from that. But the law can be fuzzy about what constitutes infringement. Yep, owning a copyright to a work doesn't mean you have complete exclusive rights to use it. In some cases, it's perfectly legal for others to use or copy a work without your permission. This is known as fair use. Fair use protects creative and First Amendment rights. It can enable copyrighted work to be repurposed and used in another work. Whether or not something is of fair use depends on a number of factors, including how the copyright material will be used. Like, when copyrighted materials are used for educational purposes, commentary or criticism, or in news reporting, it may fall under fair use. And parody or making fun of a work usually falls under fair use too. Another factor to consider is how much of a work you use. If you use only a small portion, it's more likely to be considered fair use. Again, though, there's no magic formula for figuring out fair use. It depends on each individual case. So it's usually a good idea to ask the creator's permission before using a copyrighted work. But you should know that copyrights don't run forever. A copyright holder keeps the rights to her work for a limited amount of time. After that, it becomes part of the public domain. Once something has entered the public domain, anyone can copy it freely. Oh yeah, stuff posted on the internet is protected too. Copyright covers texts, images, music, and videos on the web in the same way that it protects books, photographs, CDs, and DVDs. Okay, I'm getting back to my book now. I'm dying to know what happens.